Trying to find the most profitable industry and sim companies can be overwhelming. With over 130 different products to choose, figuring out what you should sell or what you should produce gets complicated. So today, I'm going to give you my 4 easy steps to building a profitable business in sim companies. And it's as easy as pies. Sorry, there's an S. Alright, the first step in pies is P for plan. First, start asking yourself, what am I producing? What am I selling? What am I importing? What part of the chain am I building? What's my end game goal? What product am I trying to sell or produce? Some of you are probably here looking for which industry is best, and that depends. You see, plans change, items change, things sell for more. So how do you make a plan? Your first plan should be to either produce or sell. Now that might confuse some people because you obviously are going to sell your produced goods, but there are some people who only have retail buildings or restaurants or sales offices and such, and they buy their goods from the market and sell them in their retail stores, usually because they have high sales bonuses and high CMOs. Producers will pick a part of the production line and produce a good and sell it to other players on the market. When you start, usually you're probably going to have a mixture of both. Maybe you make cheese and you sell it at a grocery store, or you make diesel and you sell it at a gas station. These are both viable options when starting, but most players will narrow it down to either buying stuff on the market to then sell, or producing stuff and then selling it on the market. What if you don't know what your plan should be? I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to use myself as an example here and show you what my plan is. Currently, my plan is achievements. Achievements are great. Currently, I am going for a research achievement. My plan is getting rank 5 carbon composite. Okay? So, in this planning stage, I do want to talk about map setup. So, as I said before, my goal right now is research. So, I have 2 different things going on my map. I have my industry that is producing revenue. Okay? That's making me money. That's what I'm selling. I'm selling rank 4, quality 4 carbon composite here out of these buildings. Okay? My plan is here on the sides. Sorry. Trying not to make any bad imagery. Anyway, my plan is with the blue. This research, I'm producing research in-house. This red is my production, and I am producing and selling quality 4 carbon composite while researching quality 5 carbon composite. So, how did I get to that? How did I know how to get there? How did I progress to get to this spot? There's a website out there called SimCode Tools. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm a nerd. So, naturally, I have spreadsheets. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed. We're going to talk about this later. When I first started, I made this. I was sprawling out everywhere. I had one of pretty much all of the lowest buildings, and I calculated how much profit I would make, and it told me pizza. That was a mistake. I regret selling pizza, and I much rather would have sold pie. Part of your plan needs to be calculating sometimes. This is my spreadsheet. I'm not going to spend long on it, but it helps me figure out that I need to import this much power, that I'm producing this much carbon composite, that maybe I'm a little short on oil, a little short on fibers, and I might have to import some of that as well. I've also made it track how much research I'm producing and how much is needed, approximate days until my next rank. So this is a lot. Not everybody goes this in depth, but you can also use the calculator within the encyclopedia page to figure out your values. And if you have a high-level accountant, he can run some math for you. Okay, enough planning. Next step, invest. Now, this doesn't just mean resources in the game. This means time. Specifically, producing goods takes time. So yes, investing in resources, but be smart about investing resources. Training the executives, probably not for you. Be smart on how you invest. Research, money in research goes a long way, especially if you produce in-house. And if you want to grow quickly, you have to invest in relationships. That's right, they are important in this game. Other people play this game, and you get better deals if you interact with them rather than paying the 3% exchange cost plus extra transport. Relationships are important, and building good relationships will help you throughout the game. Side note here, filling out your description for your company so people know what you purchase and what you sell is very helpful, and people will interact with you if you show them what you do. Step number 3, expand. Everyone is expanding at all times. In the real world, a new stadium is being built every 20 years. Everybody's expanding. Everybody's always pushing for the top. This step really comes into clarity at big milestones like level 15, level 20, when you get new building slots and you have to decide, do I add to my production line? Do I produce research in-house? Do I pivot and cut power or cut water and have more production buildings to produce the product that I'm making? This is part of the evolution of your company. And with that, the final step, simplify. Cutting that power, cutting that water, that simplifies things for you. Why do I want to wait around to produce 1,000,000 power when I can click 2 buttons and buy 1,000,000 power and use it immediately? For intermediate players, this means maybe getting rid of that oil rig, maybe importing your fabrics. Maybe you outsource that gold production that you've been doing. Sometimes things get too complicated, and simplifying helps narrow the focus. And most of the time, when you simplify, you cut dead weight and you become more profitable. That's it. Pies. Plan, invest, expand, and simplify. My 4 easy steps. Tell me your favorite pie in the comments. If you guys got value out of this video, hit that subscribe button. And if you're still looking for more tips and tricks, check out this video right here.